I'm Haylee Tattooer and this is Tattoo Talk. So today in this video we're going to be reviewing some aftercare products. So Tatuderm was kind enough to send us some samples to review. So these are the sample sheets, and what they are is a breathable, transparent protection for new tattoos. So this is one of the skin products that I usually refer to in my other videos that you put on after the tattoo process to protect your tattoo. This would be like instead of putting cream on like we would traditionally. So I'm just going to read out a couple of the things that are on the sheet. So
Tatuderm was created in 2005 when an inked inventor woke up with his new back tattoo stuck to the sheets. Anger fueled his motivation to come up with a better solution to protect new tattoos in those first critical days. The theory of
moist wound management
was applied, the product was tested and it worked well. Moist wound management allows the skin cells to migrate without interruption of infection or abrasion, resulting in an improved tattoo experience.
So basically it is sealing off your tattoo from the outside world. You don't have to put cream on, it's waterproof, it's dirt proof, everything like that. And your body's natural processes and your body's natural fluids come to the surface and heal the tattoo from underneath. Usually with these skin products, I generally recommend to put them on the following day just to prevent plasma buildup. But for the purpose of this review, we're going to follow the instructions on the front of the sheet so that we can give the best review possible. So the instructions are
that Tatuderm should be applied within 1 hour of completing the new tattoo. Moisture from open skin prevents the adhesive from sticking to the new tattoo. Tatuderm should stay in place for 24 to 48 hours. If excessive fluid builds up, the tattoo is underwater and the Tatuderm should be removed. If there is no fluid buildup and is sticking well, Tatuderm can stay in place for 2 to 4 days.
So yeah, if you do get that plasma buildup, you probably should take it off and reapply. But if there is not any plasma buildup, you're okay to leave it on 2 to 4 days. Definitely do not leave it on any longer than that, but after 4 days you're probably going to be sick of it anyway and your tattoo is going to be healed up, so you can peel it off and just enjoy your new tattoo. So my guinea pig today is going to be my lovely assistant Lily, who works with me at the Arrows End Tattoo Parlor. So Lily's actually the one that puts all these videos together. So we're going to be doing a little bat tattoo on Lily's, or not so little actually, bat tattoo on Lily's arm, and then she will review us through the process of the Tatuderm over the next week or so. Wish us luck. Alrighty, so we have finished Lily's tattoo now, so it's still a little bit bloody, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a wipe down before we put the Tatuderm on. So very, very sore. So you want it to be clean, but not, you don't want the skin to be wet at all. So unfortunately we've got a bit of a dry wipe for Lily. So the client needs to stay in a neutral position when you apply it, because obviously if you've got your arm up and you put it on, then when you pull it down, it's going to pull tight. So I'll make sure that Lily is in a relaxed position, and we're going to peel the paper backing off. It's a bit tricky because it's over the top of the shoulder. And then peel the other side of the backing off. Scissors!
Evan, can you grab some scissors?
I'm gonna get a mention right off.
Nobody's getting your scissors.
Oh my god. The tenderness. I need to.
Alright, so we got the Tatuderm onto Lily. So a couple of initial thoughts are that it was very difficult to apply over a curved surface because the backing paper, like there's two backings, one on one side and the other on the front. So once you take the adhesive backing off, it's still very stiff. So it's very difficult to apply over a curved surface. So we had to make some adjustments and layer it up. The second thing that I noticed was that as I was peeling the stiff backing paper off after I had pushed it on, it was causing Lily a lot of discomfort. So probably I would say something a little bit less stiff on the back would be a little bit better. But the consistency seems really nice. It seems pretty sturdy, but still very flexible. So it should hold for a couple of days, but we'll see. We'll keep getting updates from Lily, and then we'll fast forward to when it's healed and we'll see how it goes. So Lily's tattoo actually did fill up with plasma fairly decently. So this is on day 3 where we replaced it with 2 more sheets of Tatuderm. Okay, so we're about a week post Lily's tattoo now, and we're going to review the Tatuderm that we used for Lily's healing process. I wanted to just get Lily to sort of give us an overview of her experience. So if you want to just go through and explain how the Tatuderm worked for you and that kind of thing.
Well, initially when we applied it, it hurt a lot, or my fresh tattoo. And then later on at home, it filled up very quickly with plasma and ink, which leaked out a little bit everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gross tattoo fluids.
Yeah, pretty gross. It was fine the next day because I was sort of like pushing the disgusting liquid out so that it wouldn't leak. And then we replaced it.
Yeah, so we replaced the Tatuderm on day 3. So the day that you get the tattoo is day 1. So we replaced it on day 3 for Lily just because it was like it had filled up with plasma. A lot of it had leaked out through the dressing, and then we just thought we would replace it just to give it a nice fresh dressing as well. So how did you go after that?
Well, also when we took it off, I thought like it would be really dirty, but it took all the, like nearly all of the excess ink and everything off with it.
Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah, it kind of really looks quite disgusting when it fills up with plasma, but when you peel it off, it takes all of that with it. And something that I noticed as well is that when we did initially peel off, it did not leave any residue on Lily's skin, which I have seen with a couple of other brands. And so yeah, no sticky residue.
And then I kept it on for that day, and then the night of the next day after I showered, it had started sort of coming off in a big gaping bit. And I think because it's hot here, my skin was getting a little bit irritated where it was stuck on, like getting red bumps, and it was getting itchy.
Yeah.
So I had to take it off.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole process. After Lily took it off, she just reverted to using just an Aftercare cream just to finish off that last little bit of healing. And you said you had a slight peel after you removed it? Yeah. So I removed the first lot, and that was maybe just a little bit sensitive because it was only day 3. I highly recommend removing these things under a hot shower because it does loosen the adhesive up a little bit, and when you do remove it, keep your skin taut. So hold the skin down where you're pulling it off so that it doesn't tug at your skin. It won't rip chunks out of your tattoo unless you are ridiculous and ripping it off really fast, but hold the skin taut, pull it off under a hot shower. How did you go the second time taking it off? Because you took it off the second time.
Yeah, I took it off. But it was not too long after I'd had a hot shower, so it was already kind of
loosening up.
But there were just certain areas I think that were more sensitive on the tattoo. But that was, I think, just because
just in general.
They were bruised or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for the pros of Tatuderm, so the pros that I could see definitely are, well, obviously it's a good quality product. They did not leave sticky residue on the tattoo after I removed it. What pros did you think?
Well, even though it did leak really on the first couple of days, it was probably really good to have it covered up because the main part of the tattoo was protected. I felt like it wasn't going to get dirty, and it didn't get on my sheets or my I mean, it did a little bit, but not as much as it would have
With cream.
Yeah, if I had it just open.
And some cons that I seen as an artist would be the backing paper on the sheet itself is actually really sturdy. So when you're putting it on the client and you're trying to gently take the paper off, the paper sort of twists and folds up rather than just like peeling off nicely. And that does cause a little bit of discomfort, especially on a fresh tattoo. But the underlying thing was really good quality. Other cons would be, obviously we used some sheets. We used 2 of the 6x4 sheets initially, and then we used another 2 on day 3 when we replaced it. If we'd had a wider roll, which they do come in a wider roll, it would have been a little bit better because we could have picked out the size. So that was probably a bit of a con for us, is having to overlay it and use multiple sheets.
It sort of restricted my movement a little bit.
Yeah, being that the tattoo was on Lily's shoulder, it was actually, I think you said, like pulling and yeah, like you said, restricting movement. Maybe if it was on a tattoo that was on a flat surface,
Yeah, like your back or something.
yeah, it would be a lot better. So maybe not the most comfortable option over a joint with a lot of movement. So we're going to go through and just give it like a little bit of a rating based on a few categories. So for price, we just looked it up just now. So on the Amazon US, so this is in US dollars, you can get 1 sheet for about $8. You can get a pack of 5 sheets for about $27, $28 US. Or you can get a wide roll for about $60 US. Tatuderm very kindly sent us some samples to use, so thank you so much to the guys from Tatuderm. It was a really good product and Lily's tattoo has healed up quite nicely. Price wise, I must say it's pretty good value for money, really.
Yeah, well, we used 2 sheets.
Oh, we used 2 sheets and then another 2 sheets. So for Lily's tattoo, which is about this big on her arm. Yeah, so for Lily's tattoo, and because it's over a surface, we used 2 sheets initially and then 2 sheets after. So the 5-pack would have done good for us, which is about $27, $28. I'm going to give that maybe an 8 out of 10 for price.
Yeah, and maybe you could probably leave them on longer.
Yeah, if it wasn't on
in a weird
shoulder
spot,
you could
yeah.
probably just put it on and then leave it on. So I think that it, like, for a small tattoo, especially for somebody who needs to cover their tattoo maybe in the hospitality industry or somebody who might get the tattoo dirty, that it is a fantastic option. For a small tattoo, $8, put it on and it's covered. You don't have to worry about cream, it's waterproof, you just peel it off when it's finished and it's healed up. So definitely in the case of a small to medium tattoo, that would be really, really good value for money. And also the larger tattoos, like say if somebody was getting their back done and they didn't want to sticking to their sheets, like Lily said, and in an area that's not a huge amount of movement, it would be, even though the big roll is $60, that's a good investment because they've probably spent thousands on the tattoo and you want to protect your investment. So it's good value for money. I know a bottle of cream is probably only $10, but like I said, protecting that big investment is also really worthwhile. So 8 out of 10 for price.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Availability. So obviously Tatuderm sent us this sample, thanks guys, and they sent it really quickly. So I'm assuming that you can go through their company and get fast delivery. Also, it's available on Amazon.
Yeah, Australia and US.
So we'll pop links down in the description box for Tatuderm from Amazon US and Amazon Australia. If it's on Amazon Prime, you'll get it very quickly. For availability, I would say like a 9 out of 10 because
Yeah,
it's
you
not...
can get it everywhere.
Yeah, like you can get it on Amazon, so you can get it fairly quickly. You probably just couldn't get it from like your local chemist. Maybe organize yourself prior to the appointment and make sure that you have ordered it online, maybe a week in advance. So 9 out of 10. Texture. Because it's just a very, very thin skin, it's hard to kind of rate on texture, but to me it felt really sturdy, but not so much that it like really affected your day-to-day life. You did say it affected your movement a little bit.
Yeah, but it, you know.
Yeah, it was comfortable.
That's the extent of it. Yeah.
Reasonably comfortable if you weren't moving the...
Because you want it to be a little bit thick so it feels protected.
It feels safe, yeah. You know it's not going to just rip or bust open, and it definitely didn't do that. It held intact as I pulled it off the first time. But I'm probably going to take a couple of points off just for the paper backing, because it really did cause Lily discomfort when I was peeling those bits off. So so maybe like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Agree with that? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess comfort.
Well, we count, is that just, would you count like the application in comfort, or would you just count?
Just maybe like just wearing.
Well, what if we round it to like 6?
Yeah. A 6 for comfort. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was coming off and it irritated my skin a little bit, and it leaked, so that counts.
So we definitely followed the instructions by putting it on the day of the appointment, because that's what it said. I, as a tattoo artist, I definitely prefer putting it on the day after. That way it gives your tattoo a little bit of time to leak out that excess plasma, so that when you do put it on, it's not going to fill up at such a fast pace, and your body can just reabsorb those juices without them leaking out the bottom.
Another thing, I reckon, if you were somewhere where it wasn't so hot, your skin might not get irritated, or that might not happen to everyone.
Yeah, so we do live in Queensland in Australia, so it is pretty tropical where we live, a little bit sweaty. That probably did affect the adhesive a little bit. Also, areas of movement, it's going to pull and tug on bits of skin, obviously, and that can create a little bit of friction, so something to think about when you decide if you're going to place these second skin, not just this one, but any second skin product over your tattoo. Any other comments?
No, I think that's...
Okay, cool. So I'll show you guys a video of Lily's finalized tattoo, and then... and then what? Yeah.
And then that's it.
All right, so we're 1 week post-appointment, still healing a little bit, but see how it looks. So the Tatuderm came out with an average of 7.5 out of 10 for Lily's experience. Like I said, this is just the experience that myself and Lily had using this product. I felt that it was good quality product, and it was a very good option for Aftercare. I have put some affiliate links in the comment box below for this product, so if you've got a tattoo appointment coming up, be sure to go and organize yourself with some Tatuderm in the lead up to your appointment. If you've got questions about our experience, because Lily's my assistant, so she can always answer our questions as well, just put them in the comments below and we will get back to you or address that in a future video. Don't forget to pop over to my Instagram, hayleetattooer, and see some of the stuff that I get up to, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.